It is Health and Wellness Day here on In the Loop. Who says that pimples are just for teenagers? Acne can sometimes wait to appear until you're in your 30s or 40s. Trust me, I know. Here to show us how to treat those pesky pimples is the author of Forget the Facelift, dermatologist Dr. Doris Day. Hello, Dr. Day.
Thanks for having me.
Hey. Well, let's talk about this. I'm one of these people that as a teenager I had great skin, and as I get older I notice I get eruptions. And what is the cause of acne, and in particular in adults?
Well, the underlying cause of acne remains a mystery, but what we do know is that all types of acne, whether it's a cyst or a blackhead or whitehead, starts out as a clogged follicle, and then that builds, and it's deep down so you can't pick at it. But when you have acne as an adult, often it's hormonal and stress related. We know that it's not really food related, but it can be hormonal and stress related.
So all those rules about eating too much chocolate or too many potato chips or too much grease is not true?
That's absolutely out the window. That's simply not true.
Good to know.
But they're not good for you anyway. But it's not true.
Not true. Okay, so now what are some of the myths about acne?
Well, one is that acne is only for teenagers. So one of the big questions I get in my office every day is, how come I'm getting acne now? And these are women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And I think the ultimate insult is when you're getting acne and wrinkles at the same time. That's just so wrong.
It is, because you put on something to dry up the acne and then you're drying up the wrinkles.
That's right. That's why it's so great that we have new treatments for acne now that's not so drying and that are very safe, even if you're pregnant.
Oh, okay. And so we don't know, and there's no way to determine if you're going to get acne. It's not like it's a genetic or something. If your mother had great skin, will you have great skin, or something like that?
Sometimes your parents can be an indication. So if your father, typically goes from the father's side. So if the father had very bad acne, that might be a sign. If you have bad acne as a teenager, sometimes you outgrow it, sometimes it continues on, and sometimes it just surprises you later on in life.
All right.
But you do have to look at what your lifestyle is like in terms of what your stress factors are, what the pattern of acne is, and what else is going on. Sometimes if you have excess hair growth, it could be a sign of a hormonal issue, and once you deal with that, the acne can get better.
Okay, good. First, we're going to go to a web question. I'm going to ask you what to do in the office.
Okay.
Are products purchased through the dermatologist more effective than those purchased over the counter? Is there really a big difference in the medication?
Well, sometimes it is. I think that it is important. Once, usually what my patients do is they try some over-the-counter products, and then once they realize that that's not really helping them, then they come in for medical advice and for prescription care. So typically what you get from a physician will be a little bit stronger, but you do need the doctor's guidance in how to use that product to get the best results from it.
All right, I'm going to come into your office. I've got terrible acne. What are you going to tell me to do?
Well,
what are you going to give me?
Well, look at what your overall acne pattern is and what you've tried at home. And I will typically recommend some prescription care and some home care. But there is a revolutionary new treatment that I have in the office that I'm so excited about, because again, it is safe for all skin types, and even if you're pregnant. And this is the Esthera Isolase. And what it does, it has
Esthera Isolase. I'm going to name my first daughter that. We're looking at you in office, right, performing this.
What this does is it has two components. One component is that it basically, in a very technical term, sucks everything out of the pore. So it does deep pore cleansing and gets everything out of that follicle, which is unclogging it and really cleaning it out beautifully. And the second component, you see that zapping, that's the light. That's the intense pulse light that kills the bacteria and the oil glands that are perpetuating that acne. So your acne is cleared faster and it stays cleared longer, and any other treatments that you do will work even better.
Okay, let's do a little before and after. You have some before and after pics?
Yeah.
This is incredible. I love it. It looks like it's a really intense facial, so you're sucking it out and cleaning it up. Look at this. Look, this is dramatic. And what period of time did that take? Is that one treatment, two treatments?
This typically takes 3 to 5 treatments, but typically we'd have to use very strong medicines like Accutane to get these kinds of results, and these are reproducible, reliable results from this treatment.
Okay, and this could be for any age?
This is for any age, any skin type, and with the Esthera Isolase, you can actually even treat women in pregnancy. So when women are pregnant, I have a lot of limitations as to what I can do, and also a lot of acne treatments are very drying for women who are older in their 30s and 40s and don't have that oily skin anymore. So this treatment will help clear their skin without causing damage or irritation.
All right, now we've gone in office. What can we do at home?
So at-home treatments, well, the problem I have with a lot of at-home treatments, especially when you get acne as an adult, is that they are, again, drying and irritating. And unfortunately, a lot of people resort to these, their fingers to...
Oh, I'm the queen of that. You know what I have? I have one of those 10X mirrors. I have a 10X mirror with a light attached to it.
Yeah.
I take a steam shower and I get in there. I mean, it's like, it's part of my job.
And let me tell you.
I really do. And I buy the stuff that you pick. I do.
All that does is it makes the pimple mad.
Yeah.
It makes it more likely.
Mad pimple.
It gets mad, and it makes it more red, it makes it last longer and more likely to scar. So that's really the single worst thing that you can do, just in case you didn't already know.
Okay.
But the other problem is that a lot of people use things like salicylic acid and glycolic acids, and they keep putting it on the pimple, and they figure if twice as good, 5 times as more, and that just irritates your skin.
What else do we have at home?
So we have, this is the ThermaClear. This is FDA cleared for at-home use, and what I love about this is it takes only 2 seconds, and you just turn it on, and it's very cool. And
I have a pimple. You can zap me if you want to.
All right. So what we're going to...
All right. Now, wait a minute. My face is my fortune doc, so, you know.
That's right. So what this does is you just press, and you hold it on the pimple, and in 2 seconds, you feel a little zap, and that's it. It's
I'm a teenager again.
Yes. So this can clear the pimple 4 times faster, and if you're lucky enough to get the pimple just as it's starting, it may not even come out at all.
How much does it cost?
This is about $150, and it's so much better than picking up the pimple or over drying and irritating your skin. And you can just throw it in your bag.
So that you don't have to, if you can't get into an office visit, you got this.
That's right. And this also works well if you get 1 or 2 new pimples a month, and you can do it along with other treatments that you do from your doctor.
Can we go quickly through some of the home remedies? Because I see some food here.
That's right. And in my books, I put lots of home remedies of what you can do at home, because a lot of times you've got stuff left over. So you can use ingredients like mashed bananas, honey, which is very antiseptic and it's soothing to your skin, brewer's yeast, egg white, which makes it a little bit more drying. And you can make a paste and put that on your skin. And if you're hungry, you could just cook it up and eat it too.
What's this? This is some
of the mashed bananas.
Mashed bananas, good.
Then you can use things like whole milk yogurt, and this is dark organic honey. Tea tree oil is a great ingredient.
I love that stuff.
And ground up oatmeal. You can mix these together, and that's what it would look like. You can make a scrub, go in circular motions, rinse with lukewarm water, and your skin will feel softer and renewed, and it helps the pimples clear faster without picking. Did I say that already?
Without picking. No more picking, doctor.
No more picking.
I'll get rid of the 10X.
That's right.
I'll use it to look at something else. I don't know what. The wrinkles instead.
Well, if you have a 10X and you get this on it, then you're getting it really early. You may not get the pimple.
I like the way you think.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For more of Dr. Day's adult acne tips and home remedy recipes, go to intheloop.ivillage.com. Up next, superfoods that you need to eat to lose weight in 08. See you in a minute.